led to a total health breakdown that started his search for answers. All right. After medical school, I started my training in hospitals where the rubber meets the road. After 3 years of internal medicine, I chose cardiology for another 3 years of training. There, I felt like I was being chased by a tiger all the time. This tiger was his department head, who just really attacked him and went after him in a really negative way. And that hit my heart because I feel like I came out of a pretty similar situation. Okay. At the time, there was a doctor at Lenox Hill Hospital with whom I did not get along. He was the chief of the cardiac lab. He was rude and verbally abusive. I found myself having arguments with him in my mind in which I told him what I thought about him, and he would scream at me. On a personal note, I wish that my work colleague antagonist would have just screamed at me or been rude and verbally abusive. There is a respect and a humanity and an engagement to that that makes you feel like you're a human being. But with mine, she was just silent treatment, stone cold. Walk away if I went up to her. Ignore me completely in front of other people. And where I heard all these terrible things and the rumors and just outright lies was through people, through the grapevine, and just on the faces of my colleagues. I could see the way they looked at me when they'd started to hear these things I was hearing. So even though there was no outright attacks, I still feel like I can relate. He writes, "From the moment I woke up until I fell asleep, there were constant thoughts in my mind. Often I couldn't sleep because I couldn't turn them off. During these thoughts in my head, my heart would start racing and my muscles got tense. My adrenaline was pumping, my blood pressure went up, and I got so lost in thought that I got distracted when walking around, sometimes bumping into people on the streets or almost getting run over by a cab. And I have strong survival skills. I have my armor up, but I think the thing that just really got to me is that it's not just what she thought about me or her department thought about me. It's that the word got to other people whose opinion I actually cared about. At a certain point, I was also prescribed a lot of pills, and they messed me up so much. Shutting down all your feelings does not help. So he also felt that way, and he says, "My intuition told me to reject taking pills. I began to search for ways to get healthy. My search took me around the world. I found new tools in different places and eventually understood exactly why I got sick and, more importantly, what I needed to do about it." Sorry, I wrote this before I realized I was narrating. Just basically to have someone so smart and educated and prolific have a workplace situation affect him the same way it affected me really was big for me and made me want to do this program so much. Part 1. Detox and elimination diet. Do an elimination diet as well as a blood test for food allergies. Too often the results of blood tests just bring confusion. Many foods to which we are intolerant do not cause an allergic type reaction. This is unfortunate if you're like me and like things really cut and dry. How to do the elimination diet. For 2 weeks, have no dairy, sugar, gluten, nuts, alcohol, coffee, nightshades, soy, eggs, strawberries, oranges, shellfish, fish. This is going to be so tough, especially the coffee and the sugar. Then slowly try eliminated food one at a time. And each time you try a food, write down how your body reacted. Your body should be so clean, it will be pretty clear if you're reacting or not. Now go cold turkey. Remove all the foods that have had a negative reaction on your body and just give yourself a break for a little while. Reset your system with a detox. Have just 2 smoothies and 1 meal a day for 7 days. You can substitute a soup for a smoothie if you like, a clean soup. This is what your week is going to look like. For your meals, eat only whole foods, no dairy, No sugar. Sugar is just going to be so tough for me. I love sugar. You will experience hunger, cravings, constipation, headaches, bad moods, boredom, impatience, and non-compliance. Non-compliance, I think, for everyone really comes in when you start to think you're doing this for other people or for what people think of you or society. But you just have to tell yourself, I'm doing this for myself because I have to get better. I have to have health again. You will also experience equanimity, energy surges, clear skin, a beauty boost, mental clarity, and rejuvenation. Clean lifestyle. Eat whole foods with no preservatives, flavor, enhancers, stabilizers, colorants, texturizers, and GMOs. Whole foods are foods as you find them in nature. No added sugars, preservatives, flavors, or chemicals. Think of the Garden of Eden. Oh no, don't think about that. The apple. Never mind. Eliminate all processed food-like products with chemicals or unpronounceable ingredients. If you eat animal products, eat organic to avoid toxins. Take these supplements: Tulsi, turmeric, ashwagandha, triphalia. Have a smoothie once a day, and he has a chef come up with really good smoothie recipes in his book. Remove all the toxins from your home. Anything that you're using that can touch your skin or your face especially. Use an air purifier. Try to get the best you can. Get the highest quality home water filter you can afford. He talks a lot about how important having good water is. The best water filter should have carbon filtration, reverse osmosis, mixed bed deionization, remineralization, alkalization, a coconut carbon filter. Believe in the miraculous healings of the saints, Jesus, and spiritual beings of all religions. He and his medical colleagues have a lot of great examples and testimonies. His mother made offerings to the saints, as do I.